What would make you really happy? Retirement, leisure, so you can play lots of golf, lounge at a beach, maybe wake up at noon, have a martini. Plenty of people think something like that sounds like a dream life. But my next guest says no. Leisure and luxury don't really make people happy. What does is, well, I'll let him tell about it. Stephen Post works at a medical school where he does research on what causes happiness. So, what causes happiness?
Contributing to the lives of others. 76% of Americans say that the thing that makes them most happy is helping others.
Giving to charity.
Giving to charity economically or doing face-to-face, one-on-one helping activity, absolutely.
Even better doing face-to-face.
Even better, because it involves more of the biological mechanisms in what's called now the care. You help another person sincerely, there's an emotional shift that occurs, and it's very healthy.
And this is not just self-reporting, there are also brain tests.
Oh yes, there are famous brain tests now from 2006. Jorge Moll, a famous neuroscientist at the NIH in Washington, he took people just like you and me off the street, and he brings you into a lab. He sits you down and he puts an fMRI device on your head. It's like a bathing cap, and it's got little electrodes that measure areas of activity in the brain.
Different parts of the brain.
Different parts of the brain, yes. He gives each subject a menu of charities that they could consider contributing to. And when they do that, a part of the brain gets active. It's a deeply evolved part of the brain. It's called the don't write this down, audience, the mesolimbic pathway. It's the part of the brain that is associated with feelings of joy and that even doles out feel-good chemicals like dopamine. So everybody stumbles into this hopefully at some point in their lives. Earlier is better. The studies we have of the young kids who get acculturated to helping others shows that it actually provides a kind of protective halo. Their whole life long, they're more resistant to depression. They have lower rates of heart disease. This is a famous study that was done out of the University of Berkeley in California. So get started early. We ought to recognize that this is a tremendously important lesson in our society. There are many cultural factors that somehow create the myth that our natures are utterly foul and corrupt. I don't say that our natures are perfect by any means. I'm not naive. But the bottom line is that when we stay in touch with that capacity to care and give, they have to do with person A and person B, typically in a face-to-face relationship which is healthy and helpful. It is, by the way, the case that when you volunteer, you want to work with a group that you feel you're called to, because when that happens, people come together, they form deeper friendship networks, they celebrate, they acknowledge their activities, and that's also sustaining. So in a sense, then, you can do this solo, but it's a good thing to have it organized in some kind of a communal way.
Thank you, Stephen Post. His latest book is called The Hidden Gifts of Helping.